You may not know these people by their appearance, but they are among the most popular men and women in the country. You have to take my word on that. They are heard rather than seen. You are about to meet radio's wild bunch.
Hey, remember to shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be among the stars.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, Donnie Simpson, WKYS, Washington, D.C.
All right, we're putting out a call for dingbats, wackos, weirdos, reverts, preverts, and jello heads.
John Lander, KKVQ, Houston, Texas.
Remember, if you shoot the moon here in Los Angeles, they'll probably elect you mayor, all right?
All right. From Los Angeles, Power 106, Jay Thomas.
All right.
All right.
Howdy, folks. Have a large day.
Carolyn Fox, Providence, Rhode Island, WHJY.
Spanning the skies, bringing you the constant variety of funk. This is America's only fly jock.
Tom Joyner, the flying jock, who does KKDA Dallas in the morning and WGCI Chicago in the afternoon.
Transmitting live from the top of the Empire State Building, the New York Morning Zoo is on the air everywhere.
Scott Shannon, New York WHTV, #1 radio morning show, Z100. The wild and crazy DJs on this edition of Geraldo. All right. Now, Scott, is it true that you went on the air and told all your listeners that Michael Jackson, in fact, did not exist, but was one of his sisters in disguise?
No, that's all wrong. We went on with the story that LaToya didn't exist. Her entire identity was a scam so he could move about freely, because she wasn't nearly the star that Michael was. Nobody really bothered her. She had that one little puny hit album out. And if you notice, LaToya started wearing that headband right after that Pepsi Cola fire accident. Remember that?
Did Michael laugh? I mean, did they take it lightly and good humor?
Michael hadn't laughed at anything in quite a while. Yeah, we had some small problems from that one.
Oh, is that right? Well, Tom, you had some small problems with the cops, didn't you? I mean, did you get arrested?
Yeah.
What happened?
I reported a missing air guitar. You know, the kind that
Missing
you play
air guitar. Right,
that you don't see.
What make was it, the air guitar?
Yeah, that's what he asked. He asked the color and everything.
Did they laugh? Did they have a good time?
No, the cops didn't really laugh about that.
Was that Dallas or Chicago?
That was Dallas.
So they didn't have a sense
No,
of...
they arrested me for making a false report.
Yeah. Jay, now, when I drive around in L.A., I see your station, actually, a Power 106 apologizing for you. Yeah. I mean, what is it that you do that they have to apologize?
I'm terrible. Maybe the worst disc jockey in America. We had an impossible question this morning. What is Geraldo Rivera's real name? And I said that you actually changed it from Jerry Rivers, which is Jewish, to a Puerto Rican name so you can get an employee at one of those equal opportunity employee jobs in television. Now, Geraldo, please.
You know, of course, that's not true, but I guess truth has nothing to do with your
Well,
stick.
I think it is true. That's the difference, Geraldo. I truly believe that. You're Jerry Rivers. You went to Columbia. You have a rich Jewish father who's a doctor right there in Queens. I know you do.
You do, yeah. You feel it. You feel it psychically.
The rest of your nose.
Feel it psychically, dude. So how do you get a rating with, I mean, you're sort of obnoxious and, you know,
don't tell talking to me. Well, you know, Scott Shannon ran me out of New York, or I wouldn't be out here being a millionaire right now.
I can see why he succeeded.
Yeah.
Now, Carolyn, you actually closed down Providence, Rhode Island. How'd you manage that?
Yeah, I certainly did that. Well, I got on the air on April 1st, and I said a guy named Darwin Spermetti, who was the head of the Labor Actions Committee Board or something like that, just closed the city of Providence, and you were to just drive home if you were driving to Providence. Providence is closed.
And what happened? Did people actually react to it?
Oh, sure. A lot of people drove home, didn't report to work. A lot of people got in trouble. The state police, no, actually, no, it was the Providence police that walked into the studio and threatened to pull me off the air and send me to jail and suspend the station's license if I didn't stop.
I could just see this group doing H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds.
It's like that.
It might. Now, you did something similar. I mean, you didn't close the whole city of Houston, but...
Likewise, it was an April Fool's stunt, but we thought because the way the federal government kind of messed up daylight savings time this year by moving it in advance, that everybody was a little bit confused as to when it really was. So we decided that I came on the air that Wednesday, April 1st, and we had been teasing that, don't forget, this will be the week of April Fools and the daylight, not the April Fools, the daylight savings time. And I started right at 6 o'clock with, of course, in Houston Central Time, I started at, at 7:11, good morning. Just like the time change had occurred. And I said, I hope everybody remembered to set their clocks ahead. And it was like, oh my God, panic spread. Mothers were putting their children on buses early.
Any old bus, right?
I had a call from a wife of a husband who, the husband had just flown out of the house to Intercontinental Airport to try to catch a 7:43 plane, heard the time, turned around and came all the way back 40 miles because he figured he missed it because of the time change.
But I mean, is that carrying fun too far? I mean, I don't want to put a damper.
I'll tell you, there was a lot of calls, a lot of hostile calls. Now, I never let on it was a scam all morning because it would have blown the bit. So the next morning, I kind of montaged all the calls, and the letters still keep coming. If you ever do one of those April Fool's stunts like you did this year, count us out as listeners. So some people were really hostile. They were racing to work and so forth. So,
Donnie, what kind of sense of humor do they have inside the Beltway?
Well, I don't do a lot of crazy things like these guys. As a matter of fact, if I lived in their cities...
Listen to that. I don't do a lot of crazy things like that.
No, I don't.
You guys. Before the camera went on, he was, hey, you went to do that.
I'm just a big fan of all these guys. I listen to these guys when I'm in their cities, and I steal most of the things that you heard them do, I do on my show.
They all steal, and we're gonna steal from them after this commercial break. Got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Live it up. It's the Pennsylvania House living room sale at Helke's Interiors. Everything for your living room, including sofas, sleepers, wing chairs, lounge chairs, wall systems, and accents are now at a great bargain during October. Imagine Pennsylvania House sofas for as little as $799. Also during Helke's fall sale, look for savings to 50% on other name brands. So live it up. Redecorate for fall with the help of Pennsylvania House and Helke's Interiors across from the Wausau Center.
Just over 75 years ago, Wisconsin's now scenic north was a wasteland. The vast forests that once stretched from border to border were nearly exhausted. In this climate of waste and destruction, forestry was born. Since 1911, the forests of the state have been restored, protected, and managed, providing timber, wildlife, and recreation. Forestry alone supports an $8 billion industry and employs more than 75,000 people. 75 years of progress is a foundation on which to build the future of forestry, a future we all depend on and are all part of.
Halloween will soon be here. That's when we can all go trick-or-treating. I'm going dressed as a cat. There are some important things to remember about trick-or-treating so we can all have a safe and happy Halloween. First, go trick-or-treating while it's still light. Take a flashlight and wear reflective strips on your costume just in case you get back home a little late. If you wear a mask instead of costume makeup, be sure you can see clearly at all times. Wear a light-colored costume, short enough so you won't trip. Stay in your own neighborhood and visit only the homes of people you know. Accept only wrapped or packaged candy and have Mom or Dad look at your treats before you eat any of them. Hey, watch it. There's a cat here. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Be sure to watch for traffic. Follow Garfield's safety tips and you'll enjoy Halloween. I'm going to get ready to go trick-or-treating right now. After I take a nap.
A Halloween safety message from the National Safety Council.
Wild and crazy DJ. Scott Shannon, Z100. You had something to do with Bruce Springsteen tickets or something that confused a lot of people. What was that?
The Meadowlands scam.
The old Meadowlands scam. What happened?
Yeah, any Bruce Springsteen fans in the audience, huh? Whenever Bruce plays, he gets into the show and he does a nice show and he plays on and on. And he knows a lot of songs. Like when you see most groups, they just do a set standard, routine. but you never know what he's going to play. If he gets into the Beatles, he'll do the, you know, the entire White Album and the Sgt. Pepper's album all the way through. And we warned the people before they went to the last show at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. This was his last show of about a 10-night stand. And we said he might get into the entire, he might do the entire Creedence Clearwater Revival. He may do all the Temptation songs and everything. And so it was on a Sunday night. So the next morning when we came on, we had a reporter in the arena and said he's still playing. And we said, for those people who left the show early, get back there because he's still playing. And we didn't think anybody would take it seriously. We had a reporter, you know, we had some Springsteen music in the background live, and we said he was down to doing the Ballad of the Green Berets, I think. He was doing. Said his entire band had passed out on the stage. They were sleeping. McDonald's had brought the Egg McMuffins in. They were serving breakfast, so come on back. And we said, he says you're going to play till noon. So we had a call from the Meadowlands management, said we got people trying to get in, so that's when we put a stop to that. And it worked out pretty well.
Jay, does anything go? Is anything fair game?
Yeah, I think anything is fair game. And I also think that humor is humor. I used the same jokes in Charlotte, North Carolina 20 years ago that I'm using in L.A. now. I've worked in a lot of different cities. I get canned about every 3 years. So I just use the same stuff over and over again, and I listen to Shannon's tapes, and I did that Springsteen bit 2 weeks later when he was here in L.A. And it worked like a charm.
So did Lander, too.
Yeah, Lander, where do you work this week, Lander?
Where do you work? Houston.
Last time I saw you, you were in Tampa, and Shannon was in Tampa. And again, I picked the wrong station. I worked at Lander's station for a couple of days. Where are you now, Lander?
93Q, Q-Zoo in Houston.
Don't strain your voice, would you?
I said 93Q.
There, you're going to pull it. Yeah, do the same stuff. Anything's pretty much fair game. My station's real music-oriented. They're not sure that I'm going to stay, so I still play a lot of records and stuff. There's a lot of stuff I want to say that I don't say. And so I still pull back. As you start to win, you get become more of a jerk and say more terrible things to people, that's all. You get more bored as time goes on.
Do you find that also, Tom?
As we begin to win? Well, I don't know. Our audience is a little different. I can't get
Which one?
Yeah, right.
Forgot. Yeah. No, basically, my audience is the same in both cities.
I mean, you have to understand, this guy actually flies between 2 cities. He does a morning show in Dallas and then flies to Chicago.
He does a show on the plane, too. He gets up on a little, hello, welcome to the plane.
Fasten your seatbelt. Does the same humor work in both cities?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, because what we do is, like Jay's station, we're very music-oriented. So most of my humor is more music-oriented humor. And so we pretty much do the same thing. I'm a DJ, you know. I play the records and have a real good time.
There's a friend of mine, John, I'm sure you know, named Don Imus, a morning
NBC.
DJ. He once told me that his profession, your professions, was the bottom of the ladder in show business. He was very self-deprecating. So how do you react to that?
I don't think so. We've been in radio for so many years, we love it. And I think, you know, while many of us could have rolled over into television, I think we've opted to stay in radio. Number one, because the salaries, just like in television or in sports, can be enormous if you do good and get great ratings and make a lot of money for the company that you're working for. But also, I think, you know, by and large, you stretch people's imagination. You take it to the full extent. In other words, a lot of things you do on television, the camera, the lenses here are showing what we are and what we're talking about. But on radio, we can get away with a lot of the scams that we're talking about and a lot of the gags, so to speak, that you could never do on television necessarily.
Does a woman have as much freedom as the guy?
Yeah, heck yeah. It's an entire, well, I don't know if it's an entirely different realm in as much as I've never been a guy, but it's
Wait, let's ask Scott Shannon about that. I don't know. We'll check on that.
I get the feeling you do that, too, if it got you straight.
So do you take a more romantic approach, Donnie? I mean, do you want to seduce the ladies watching? I mean,
well, I don't know if seduction is right for 6 or 7 in the morning, you know.
It's rough.
So it's not, you know, a romantic approach. But I don't do all the shtick that some of these guys do. You know, my thing is really reaction to whatever's going on in the show. It's a lot of conversation with my newsman. So we talk about things that are happening on any given day, news items or sports. But it's not a lot of pre-planned bits. Because I find that those guys have to get up and come in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I like to come in at 6:03.
And do their writing.
So no stick.
I was amazed at the high intellectual plane I found at the morning zoo. I thought that was quite impressive. You know?
What are you talking about, Scott?
Hey, what you doing? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's that? Hey.
You're going to be a brain surgeon.
I have a partner who's in the audience today, Ross Britton, who does the show with me. And Ross is a proud graduate of Georgia Tech, and when he joined our New York Morning Zoo, we immediately told him he was going to drop his IQ down about 15 points when he hit the stage. This ain't going to work, man.
Did you manage it?
Barely.
As you can tell, he's a walking dummy today.
I only speak in two-syllable words.
How is it? Not too much of a strain, though.
No, I don't know about the intellectual level. For a minute there, I didn't know whether you were talking about the same show that we were doing.
I wasn't, though. But the formula, the format, you invented it in Tampa, you brought it to New York. Is it proven? I mean, is it like Eyewitness News, Happy Talk kind of thing? Does it work? Or what?
Yeah, the thing
or is it
about
more improvisational than that?
It's more improvisational. Depends on the makeup and the available personnel. Like John's Zoo in Houston is different from the zoo in New York. Cleveland Wheeler's Zoo down in Tampa is different, and that's where I started in Tampa. And it depends on who you have and the characters you have available, and the talent, and the budget also. You know, we have a large staff in New York. We have a staff of about 12 people who prepare and execute the show.
Do you know, I mean, you're in management now, too. Any idea what kind of money the station generates based on that kind of humor and kid stuff?
I have no idea whatsoever.
No. We're going to do an audit and take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
If your children are between the ages of 2 and 13, here's great news for their teeth. Introducing gentle cleaning formula Aquafresh for kids. Now 30% gentler for kids' teeth, yet still cleans effectively and gives clinically proven fluoride protection. New gentle cleaning Aquafresh for kids.
They'll taste great.
With a taste that makes kids want to brush. Aquafresh for kids. Now 30% gentler for your kids' teeth.
I can't believe it. In just 1 week, I lost enough weight to actually see the difference.
SlimFast is making a pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight.
I used SlimFast for breakfast and lunch. It was delicious, and in just 1 week, I lost weight.
The SlimFast plan can live up to its pledge because each shake is a nutritious, low-calorie meal.
My husband didn't think I could lose the weight.
Boy, was I wrong.
The SlimFast pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight. Also try delicious SlimFast nutrition bars.
For free tickets to Geraldo, please write Geraldo, 311 West 43rd Street, New York, New York, 10036. Please send a self-addressed stamped envelope or call 212-265-1283.
Time is running out. There are only a few days remaining before Slayton Furniture of Tomahawk closes its doors forever. This is your last chance to take advantage of huge savings. You may never see prices like this again. Mattress and box spring sets, love seats, sofa sleepers, recliners, lamps, water beds, and accessories. All items are priced to move because when they close their doors, everything must be sold. Slayton Furniture is located on Business 51 North in Tomahawk with special sale hours.
The Marathon County Public Library is your library. Wherever you live in Marathon County, the library is here to serve your needs. Whether you're interested in reading the latest bestseller, listening to a Hot 100 album, attending a story hour, or using the computers and typewriters, you owe it to yourself to check out the library. Stop in at one of the 11 locations or use the bookmobile. The librarians are ready to help you find the answers to your needs. The Marathon County Public Library is here for you.
Joy to the world. That's George Jones and one of 50 Yuletide favorites in Christmas country style. This collection features the most popular Christmas songs performed by the greatest stars of country music. Hark the herald angels sing. Country Style. 50 songs on 3 LPs or 3 cassettes. A great value for only $19.95. Here's how to order.
Have your credit card ready and call toll-free. 1-800-468-5200. That's 1-800-468-5200. Or send $19.95 plus $3 for shipping to Christmas Country Style, Box 7, Wausau, Wisconsin, 54402.
Question here from our audience.
Well, I wanted to know if any of these people are funny at home.
Well, let's ask the guy on the end there. I believe you know that fellow?
It's my wife, man. It's my wife.
He's not too funny at home.
And he's not kidding either.
No, he's not.
My wife's funnier than I am.
How about this? Your mother-in-law?
Oh man.
Are you gonna take that?
No. She'd already be gone today, but Delta was late getting her out of town.
Are you DJs the actual ones that answer the telephone when there are prize awards, and do you hate hanging
We're
up?
not even the real DJs. We're standing. The other ones are much better than us.
Okay, Tom.
This woman called me this morning and won a T-shirt, I might add.
Won a T-shirt?
She won a T-shirt. I recognized her voice. She's a professional contestant.
Did you call Los Angeles?
I left L.A. this morning early, but no, that wasn't me. But I'd love to have...
Are you a woman that calls radio stations a lot?
I sure
I'd like to
do.
know what makes you tick. I mean, we give away
my heart and my husband
from Thailand that will explode in your washing machine. Why do you want these pieces of junk that are going to ruin the rest of your clothes? I mean, what is this? Well, Scott, what did you give away today? What great prize did you give away today?
Package of Oscar Mayer wieners.
There you go. You got, what, 100,000 calls on that thing? And he has in the back a picture of himself that says actual size.
How many of you have won? How many of you won? Actually, won something. All right, stand up. Tell us what you've won.
Get up. It's pony time.
I had won tickets to see the Whispers from WNJR one time.
Oh, that's
wow.
nice. Hey, that's impressive. That's impressive.
Wow. That's Jay's next station in Newark.
That's right. In the Whispers, the group you can hardly hear. I'm sorry. I'm so lonely. I'm sitting in a padded cell by myself. Can we talk about my TV career before this show is over, by the way?
How'd you get started, Tom, in the business?
Well, I was abandoned as a child, and I was raised by a pack of wild DJs, actually.
They threw him out when he kept telling that air guitar story, man.
The air guitar. Carolyn, how'd you do?
I literally walked into a radio station with a little jeans skirt on because I was a frustrated actress, and I looked at the program director who was on the air at the time and I said, "Hi, I'm here. Can I have a job?" I remember it so distinctly. And it was in the days when no women were looking, or there were no women in the industry, so it was easy.
Did you want to really be a singer? Is that a crooner? And then you decided to be a DJ? How'd you do it?
Are you asking me? I still want to be a singer. As a matter of fact, if there's someone watching, maybe the Temptations need someone else to replace Eddie Kendricks. I'm still available. Been waiting for years. I'm from Detroit. That would be my dream.
When we come back from this commercial break, what we're going to do is have an audition. The members of our audience who today feel that they have the right stuff to become DJs will come up and they'll be judged by our esteemed panel of half a dozen of the nuttiest DJs in the country. Yeah, right. Or esteemed panel. That's right. So we'll take a break and the contest is on when we come back.
Here are the world's most beautiful Christmas recordings to enrich your family's holiday season. You get 50 famous recording stars and 50 of the most loved Christmas songs of all time. And here they are. Imagine every one of these 50 renowned stars are included. He sings a love song as we go. You get all 50 timeless songs. To Wonderland. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was the last recordings of irresistible charm.
And since we've no place to go,
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful.
The most beautiful Christmas recordings ever made.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory.
Here is all the spirit of Christmas for you and those you love. Beloved Christmas favorites. For the first time, they're all yours on 3 records, 3 cassettes, or 3 8-track tapes. And the price, just $19.98. Christmas delivery guaranteed. Be sure to order now.
Rush 1998 with your name and address to 50 Christmas favorites. Box 7, Wausau, Wisconsin, 54401. Save whether you want 3 records, 3 cassettes, or 3 8-track tapes. You must agree no other Christmas treasuries ever made can compare or money back. Offer will not be made later. Rush 1998 today to 50 Christmas favorites. Box 7, Wausau, Wisconsin, 54401.
Before we get to our contest, I want you to sing me at least one bar. Come on. Sing me one bar. Come on, go ahead.
Want to do the backup? Yeah, you want to do backup? Maybe we can do the Temptations. We need a couple steps.
All right, good. You're on.
I'm sending you red roses and violets.
What the hell are you singing? I can't hear you back there. Come on, J-Bo, we want to hear you in there.
No, I don't think that would make anybody's radio station. But, all right, now, how many of you in the audience think you want to audition? The prize is that tomorrow, you get to, if you're in New York tomorrow, you get to appear on Scott Shannon's radio program, Z100. So how many
oh, my God, wait a minute, man. Hold on.
Be DJ? Only one winner, though. Okay, now before you have your chance, let's take a look at what Scott looks like at work. You should know more about what it's like behind the scenes, so we put together a little package here. Take a look.
Scott?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning to you.
I don't believe it. How are you?
You are on the air everywhere with the normal one and the other one. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Marty. I'm calling from the Bronx.
And how may we help you today?
You know why I called? Because I just heard the lady say that she was going to send a picture of her to you.
Don't tell me you're going to do it.
I would do it, but I'll have the pajamas with the footsies and the paddling in the back if you like.
Yes! You got the pajamas with the trap door in the back?
No, that's right.
All right, here's what I want you to do. Leave the footsies on and drop the trap door for me.
You would say that, okay?
Okay, do that for me and send me a quick picture.
You got it. I love your show. It's terrific. I love this program. I mean, the Zizou is great, okay?
I love you, and thanks for calling.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, well, that's... The announcement that you're going to be asked to read in your best announcer's voice is one that John cut, actually, down at his radio station in Houston. Why don't we just play a cart of that so you get an idea of what it sounds like when a professional does the message you're about to read.
Or a semi-professional.
Hey. Your attention, please. According to our books, 93Q no longer has $100,000 cash to give away. No. We found $50,000 more to give away. This fall, you can win your share of $150,000 cash. Yeah. Now, more than ever before, 93Q means more money and the most continuous music.
All right, that's the pro. All right, now we get some amateurs. Okay, raise your hand. Let's go. Here we go. Let's get a line. All right. Okay, raise your hands. Let's go.
Wait, I didn't know I was...
You come on.
I didn't know we were on Star Search, man.
This is it. This is Star Search. Okay, ready? Okay, need quiet here. Come on, need some more contestants. How about you? Come on, don't be shy. Okay, come on. Okay, this is probably all we have time for. Oh, we got 4. Let's try these 4 and we'll see how it works. Okay.
Black man up there. Get a black man.
All right,
get a black man down there. Yeah. Come on down, man. Come on down.
All right.
What the hell are you doing?
Here we are. Oh, here it is. Okay, ready?
Your attention, please. According to our books, 930 no longer has $100,000 cash to give away. No. We found $50,000 more to give away. This fall, you can win your share of $150,000 cash.
That's enough.
Please.
All right, vote. All right, sit down. Thank you very much. Let's hear it. Vote.
Do we vote?
All right, the contestant number one, hold up the scores, please. The scores.
Hold up the scores.
Don't give up your day job. Okay, here we go, here we go. Right.
Not a credit to your race.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Your attention, please. According to our books, 93K no longer has $100,000 cash to give away. No, we found $50,000 more dollars to give away. This fall, you can win your share of $150,000 in cash.
All right, all right. Whoa. Get out of here, the ringer, get out of here. Vote. -1, 9, 10, 9.4, and 10, and
next time, cup your ear.
what is that number? 10, a 10. All right, here we go.
That's Donnie Simpson in a honky's body.
3, 2, 1.
Your attention, please. According to our books, 93Q no longer has $100,000 cash to give away. No, we found $50,000 more to give away. This fall, you can win your share of $150,000 cash.
All right, all right. Vote, please, vote. Look at Thomas. Jay Thomas.
The woman's a talent. Very lonely here in Los Angeles.
Hold it up, hold it up.
Get my vote.
69 makes my body twitch. Woo, baby. 10 out of 10. Here you go. 3, 2, 1. You're on.
Your attention, please. According to our books, 93Q no longer has $100,000 cash to give away. No, we found $50,000 more to give away. This fall, you can win our share of $150,000 cash.
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. All right. Votes, please, votes. 10, 10, 18, blank.
The copy's
The copy
terrible.
stinks.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Our final contestant. All right, all right. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, let's vote.
Your attention, please. According to the books,
10.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Vote, vote. Come on, Jay Thomas. All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Look what they've done to my oatmeal.
Look what they've done to oatmeal. Why, for goodness sakes, now in crispy flakes. For a whole new taste appeal. Look what they've done to oatmeal.
New Oatmeal Raisin Crisp. Big, crispy flakes made with real oatmeal, raisins, and bits of almonds. And that's what we've done to oatmeal.
I can't believe my eyes, a crispy new surprise for a whole new taste appeal. Look what they've done to oatmeal.
The next Family Ties, meet Yuppie in training, Alex P. Keaton.
As of today, I have taken the first step on the path to riches.
He's on the high road to success.
It's conceivable that within a year, I could be assistant manager of Pet Supplies.
Dare to dream, Alex.
And he won't let anyone get in his way.
Remember when we were little kids and I accidentally ran over you with my bicycle?
You better look out, Skippy.
I drive a car now.
It's Family Ties.
Tonight on Family Ties at 6:30 on Channel 7. The newly formed Tomahawk Literacy Council is seeking volunteers who would like to help someone learn to read. Call if you can help or would like to improve your own reading skills. The number in Tomahawk is 453-2028. A heart-healthy cooking program is offered by Wausau Hospital Center. Call them for all the particulars. The Billy Graham film entitled Caught will run through the 15th of October at the Rogers Cinema 1 in Wausau. Bruce Schultz, field representative of the Wausau Social Security Administration, will speak on all aspects of Social Security, Medicare, and other topics on October 16th at 11:15 in Thorpe and at 12:30 p.m. in Owen, and on the 22nd at 11:15 in Greenwood and at 12:30 p.m. in Loyal. The talks are at the nutrition centers in those communities. And the Ronald McDonald House of Marshfield will benefit from an Italian spaghetti dinner and dance on October 17th. The dance will be at the Moose Lodge in Schofield.
The heart of Wisconsin is
Because our professional judges were less than reverent, we're going to ask our studio audience here to vote. I want you just the old applause meter trick. Okay, here's our first contestant. Your applause. Remember, the winner gets to be with Scott Shannon tomorrow. Yeah. All right, second contestant. Third contestant. Fourth contestant. Polite, very polite. And our last contestant.
Come on now!
It's a tie, it's a tie. We're going to have a runoff.
Oh, no,
our second contestant. Right. Our last contestant. What do you think? I think they both got to come. What are you going to do? They're both on. They're both on. Now sit down. Where do you get the ideas for the contests and the promotions that you do?
I don't.
You don't?
No, there are people that tell me what contests to run.
And promotions, is that very scientific? Is that all keyed into ratings?
They say it's scientific, but you know it's not. You know it's not. No. But they won't let me. They won't let me decide what to give away because I'll give it all away. I'll give away the secretaries, typewriters, and everything. Yeah.
John, how about in your station?
We get involved with some really wild promotions, but we get involved with some basic promotions like you just read. Basically, that's a real big cash promotion. But we like to do fun contests, especially like during the Q Zoo, which that's what it is. It's fun. So we've had like a loser contest. The emphasis has always been on winners, but we've had a loser contest, and the loser has to go to Cleveland. It's like right in the dead of winter and so forth, and we make it. It's just fun.
Jay, what's the chance of the contest just getting so out of hand that in the quest for ratings, they just keep escalating the pot, driving the the less well bankrolled stations right out of the market?
Good. Great. Finish them.
I like that even-handed.
Yeah.
What about that, though? Is there a danger, Scott, of just contesting out your programming where your whole show becomes
I'm with Jay.
program?
Screw him. Get him out of here.
Wait a minute. You're asking Mr. Rockefeller over there? What have you given away this year, Scott? Money.
No, just a few bucks.
Yeah, come on.
Carolyn, what do you do in a small station?
What do we do at a small station?
Yeah, what do you give
we're a large station.
A large station in a medium-sized.
We have to be more creative because we don't do a lot of we're a different type of radio station. We don't do a lot of cash giveaway. We do have like shopping sprees and such, and we do give away cars, and we come up with real twisted ideas. Like we have weddings on the air. Wacky weddings. We have wiener wars. We have pizza wars, donut wars. We really involve the community. Make everyone feel like kings and
Donnie,
queens.
you have Data Jock in your hometown?
Data Jock? No, we don't have that one. Before I get into that, though, I'd like you to know that Jesse Jackson is watching the show, and we want to make sure that the white guy doesn't end up on Scott Shannon's show and the black guy on overnights. He also would like to get more air in here. It's very hot, and I'm sweating off the makeup Michael Jackson gave me, that light Negro stuff.
You're lucky if you were Michael Jackson, your whole face would be melted off, man.
Hey, Geraldo, can I
Are you
say
talking to
something
Jay?
from Los Angeles?
Jay, have you been on TV? The question.
What?
Have you been on TV is the question.
Oh, yeah, I'm on Cheers this season.
Yeah.
I play Eddie LeBeck, the hockey player. And I used to be on Mork and Mindy.
What'd you say?
Mork and Mindy, too.
And Mork and Mindy.
I did the monster movie Chud. I was the last guy.
A classic.
Yeah.
And the
But I'd like
Ninja
to say
Warriors
one
Beach
thing
Party.
about-
He did that one.
Shannon is not a camera with a wide angle enough to get you on, so don't talk to me like that. If you've lost weight, I feel badly that I said that. I can't see it too well.
Where do you get your material?
I'd like to say one thing
Okay,
about
tell me where you get your material. I'm in charge here.
You're talking to me?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Come on.
I buy those little joke services for like 50 bucks a month. And there's, this is true. There's one called Zoo Droppings that we use. Right? That's true. Then there's a guy in Hawaii named Tom, someone who's been selling us all the same jokes for about 20 years. And so there's a guy who writes down all the comics jokes from TV. And then the disc jockeys use them because people who get up early in the morning don't hear what Johnny Carson says late at night or Joan Rivers or whoever. And radio's easy. You don't have to be as talented as a television performer for some reason. I'm not sure why. I guess because they can't see you.
What are those literate publications that you've brought with you,
I carry them all, man. I'm a walking library.
Yeah.
This is where you get your stuff?
I guess all I do is read the
Atlantic
National Enquirer. Here's a story about the three-legged man, a high jump champ.
That's a good
Chocoholic mama gives birth to sugar-coated baby.
I did that.
Shock
Geraldo, we
groom
had a story
discovers his bride is really a man as her wig falls off on the wedding night.
That's right.
Yeah, also we get the ones from London. Here's a story of Stripper Dick. He's a teacher. Stripper Dick Dash, the stripper with the elephant's trunk and his G-string. There's his picture right there. Got all the good ones. I got them all. We have all that crap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to use that.
I like that high plane of research. It really shows
Nothing but the top, man.
Nothing. Okay, I got to take another break. When we come back, we'll continue this insanity.
Introducing the phone card from U.S. Sprint, America's first and only fiber optic network long-distance card. For astounding fiber optic clarity, for savings on every single call versus AT&T, and for a limited time, they're free. To get yours, call now. The phone card. For people who travel, it's just plain smart.
With so much on my mind, I just never looked, so I didn't know Alpo costs the same as other dries. Now I know.
Alpo beef flavored dinner. More meat protein than 10 pounds of steak at a really good price.
Don't worry. You'll always be my first baby.
Folks, it's official. The Big Mouth is now the Fresh Mouth, thanks to new Super Strength Polident. Now with a minty mouthwash ingredient, so it freshens up dentures as it cleans them. Try new Polident Green for a mouth freshening clean. Ah.
For transcripts, send $3 to Journal Graphics, Geraldo, 2 John Street, New York, New York, 10038. Or call 1-800-USA-TEXT.
Hi. I just moved in next door. Could I borrow a Diet Pepsi?
Sure.
When you go all out for taste, the taste to go out for is Diet Pepsi.
You okay in there?
Here's your Diet Pepsi.
Thanks. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all. Diet Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Hi, I'm Keith Roberts. We all know that times change, fashions and fads come and go, but one thing that will never change is the fact that it's hard being a teenager. Parents, teachers, and friends don't always make it any easier, and adding a teenage pregnancy to all these problems can only make it tougher on you. If you need information on family planning, be sure to get it. Don't let anyone push you into something that you might regret for the rest of your life. If you feel like saying no, say so.
Matthew Hale Carpenter is one of Wisconsin's distinguished contributors to constitutional law. He made his mark as a constitutional lawyer, first in Boston, then in Beloit, where he moved in 1848, and later in Milwaukee. His arguments in the Supreme Court of the United States shaped constitutional law that endures today. Carpenter argued the celebrated McCardle case in 1867. The Reconstruction laws of that same year established temporary military rule in the defeated South. Carpenter persuaded the court that the laws were valid. In an 1872 case, Carpenter narrowed the scope of the newly ratified 14th Amendment. He addressed no audience that he did not charm and touched no subject that he did not adorn, said one historian. Carpenter devoted his life to the United States Constitution and served Wisconsin as a senator from 1869 through 1875. I'm Gordon Baldwin with a Constitutional Minute.
Back. What I'd like to know is, news is a critical aspect of morning programming, and most, if not all of you, are on in the morning, right? Jay, how do you deal with news on your program, for example?
Well, personally, we have a wonderful newswoman at Power 106, Monica Brooks, and she handles the hard news. But after a while, a tragedy loses its impact, like the freeway shootings in Los Angeles.
Right, how'd you deal with that?
I made a bumper sticker that says, Power 106 says, don't shoot, we need all the listeners we can get. And they went like hotcakes, these bumper stickers. And you know, the freeway shooting stopped shortly after that, so I took full credit for stopping the freeway shooting. So that's how I handle news.
Wait, Tom Joyner's got a news flash he wants to read us. What is it?
Thanks, guys. Great stuff, man.
You like that, huh?
Here's a 700-pound man who never got out of bed until he ate a big pot of collard greens.
Why'd he get out of bed then?
He got out of bed in a hurry.
That's next week. That's part 2.
You know, Geraldo, I can feel your ratings going up already. Don't you think so?
Psychic. In fact, and this audience is the first to hear this, we have booked a 700-pound man for next week.
Hey, all right.
And collard greens. Are there any people, start with you, John, who are off limits to you, who you just cannot make fun of?
Well, you know, there are certain things, obviously, that you have to be very delicate with. Now, the Q-Zoo and the zoo type of formats and the type of stuff that Jay would do, we actually did a concert commercial for the Pope coming to San Antonio. Now, what are you laughing at?
Because I stole it from you and ran it to LA.
He must have a satellite.
It was a great commercial, and it didn't offend. We didn't get one call from Catholics or anything. It talked about, in this deep, you know, announcerish voice, about how Pope John Paul II is coming, you know, and it ends with amen.
Bringing his monkey.
You know, and believe it or not, we didn't get any flack from it, so. But normally, we would have not touched the Pope. And basically, the way we handled the Pope was talking about the exploitation of him through all the merchandising, you know...
Pope on a stick.
Pope on a stick, you know, popcorn
How about the President of the United States, Carolyn? Is he off limits?
Oh, God, now he's like the whole show. He and the mayor of Providence.
Especially in Washington. I mean, you gotta do Reagan and you gotta do Mayor Barry in Washington. I mean, you just have to do the president and the mayor. It just seems.
He's been on a roller coaster lately.
But we don't. There are certain people that are off limits for me. Like, you know, you don't joke about John Kennedy to me. You know, dead Kennedy jokes. There are a lot of things that are off limits.
That's sensitive of you.
I've had that policy for a lot of years now.
Who makes the best copy, Tom?
Who makes the best what?
The best copy. Who's the people you can make fun of with reliability and get a laugh?
Yeah, well, Donnie and I probably can't get away with half the stuff that these guys get away with.
Because we're black.
Yeah, our audience.
Question of races?
Our audience is much.
I hear a racial complaint coming here.
No, our audience is just much more sensitive.
Just shoot them.
They're much more sensitive.
That's
and they just and
Are you serious, sir?
Yeah, I'm serious. It's just a lot. There are a lot of things that we just can't get away with.
Go back and try it tomorrow. Try something stupid tomorrow. I'm telling you. They'll love it. They'll love it. I believe that.
No,
You're wrong about that.
Who's your favorite, Scott? I mean, Joan Rivers. I mean, who makes the best?
There's so many idiots walking the earth today. It's easy. You got people like Jessica Hahn, of course. She's just, you know, she's an easy target. And, of course, Tammy Baker, we love her, man. What's that song? Like, our #1 song for a long time was Keep It In Your Pants, Jimmy Baker. That was a big one.
I'd like to ask all of you, any of you who want to answer this, where do you see the formats going right now?
All right, let's all talk together. 1, 2, 3.
You didn't say anything.
Okay.
Urban contemporary?
Yeah, music's is getting darker, isn't it? It is.
Do you mean mood-wise or race-wise?
Right. I think that the beat is getting funkier, and that's the black music. Yeah.
It's a good sign.
It's getting darker.
Have any of you ever gone out with someone you met over the air?
Allman Brothers.
The question is?
Have any of you ever gone out with anyone you met over the air?
That's interesting.
I married 2 of them.
At once?
They were great. Unbelievable.
So, seriously? You did?
Yeah, I married one girl I met, yeah. Yeah, and then Shannon married her after me.
I think she's in our audience. Wait. That's a joke, a dirty joke.
I was wondering if Jay's ever been sued?
Have I ever been sued?
Right.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah. Sued me.
Really?
Something.
You too?
We started making fun of him, and then I think in People magazine they alluded to the fact that he might not like girls or something. So he happened to be in a limo or something, and he was listening to the radio station. This is in New York, though. You notice I'm in Los Angeles now. And he called the station and caused a big stink, you know. And so that was the only time he threatened to sue us. I think they suspended me on my day off. That's how RKO Broadcasting handled it. By the way, any disc jockeys listening, never work for RKO Broadcasting.
No, they joking. Humor is constitutionally protected, ladies and gentlemen.
CBS just dropped the suit.
They sued you all? Scott?
Didn't they sue you guys?
Michael Jackson.
About playing the Michael Jackson record too soon?
Let's not bring that up now. It's all over.
That was my question.
I told you to pay me. I never mentioned
about that lawsuit.
About that. What my question was, what penalties did you pay for playing that record ahead of time?
Our radio station obtained the Michael Jackson. There was a real high security on the record, on Michael Jackson's first single from the Bad album. And we obtained it and played it on the air on our radio station, Z100 in New York. And not Michael. Let's leave Michael. Let's get him off the hook. He, you know, he might be a lot of things, but he's not, you know, nasty about that. You know, he didn't bother it. Everybody else in his organization did, the record company and all that. But at this point, it's peaceful again. They dropped the lawsuit.
I'd like to know from the DJs, especially Scott, how you feel about Howard Stern.
Howard Stern is a kind of a shock jock here in New York.
I think Howard Stern, you know, he does what he does.
The FCC pointed out.
Yeah, he does what he does, and he does a pretty good job at it. There's a lot of them like that. Steve Dahl, you remember from Chicago, knew Steve Dahl, and Jay kind of does that thing in Los Angeles. But
Howard replaced me in New York.
I just wanted to say hi to Jay Thomas. My mother won 15 years ago from his show, $100 on 99X.
That's great. That's great.
That was his first wife.
Say hi, Dad.
Please, thank you so much. This woman doesn't look like me, does she?
A lot like.
I understand some DJs work 4 hours a day, and I would like to know, what do you do with the rest of your time? Do you have any other occupation? I'm just curious. I love you, all of you guys.
Yeah, well, I host a TV show on national cable TV called Video Soul. I do that.
Oh, is that right?
5 days a week.
John, do you have a day job also?
Do I have a day job? Well, I'm program director and vice president of operations, so I got to stay around there and make sure everything that goes on the air is supposed to, and so forth. So
well, I know that routine. I'm program director too. So I get off the air at 10 and I leave at 10:05.
Yeah, that's right. I'm looking for another job.
You are? We're looking for another commercial. We gotta take a break.
I got some time.
Introducing the great taste of new Diet Mountain Dew. It's the delicious country cool taste of Mountain Dew with 100% NutraSweet.
When's the next bus coming by? Beginning September 8th, the Wausau Area Transit System will run more frequent service to get you to work or school. In Wausau, the buses will run every 15 minutes, starting at 6 a.m. and every 30 minutes in the Rothschild-Schofield area. From 2 till 6 p.m., buses will run every 20 minutes in Wausau and every 40 minutes to Rothschild and Schofield. One-way fare is 50 cents in the city, and a monthly pass of unlimited rides is only $17. The Wausau Area Transit System, better bus service when you need it most.
You know, rumors travel fast. What you heard in New York on Monday morning, you're probably going to hear in Los Angeles on Monday night. Now, you take the rumor about AIDS. You know, there are people who really believe you catch AIDS from a mosquito bite or in a public swimming pool. The truth is, there's not a single case of AIDS on record caused by casual contact. Now, rumors are easy to start, but armed with the facts, they're easy to stop.
Rumors are spreading faster than AIDS. For more information, write the American Red Cross.
Birds. Birds
in art through November 1st at the Leogie Woodson Art Museum, Franklin and 12th Streets, Wausau.
Are you ever afraid that the government is going to begin clamping down on some of the more outrageous bits you do? I know there are 7 words you can't say, but I mean, aside from that, going beyond that, are you afraid there's going to be censorship?
I don't think, not from our standpoint. We never fear the FCC. In fact, I think the difference between, for example, radio and TV is we can get away with a whole lot more on radio than television can, as far as words go, and I think, because we use that sense of the imagination, but as far as the government, the FCC is the last one in the world that really wants to regulate us. They've kind of gone in the last few years into deregulation to get the monkey off the back, so to speak.
I wish they would. I think some of us have gone too far.
You especially.
You mean him, the man in the model?
No, I'm not calling any names. They know who they are. But some of us have gone too far.
Tom, my question was primarily geared toward you. Everyone else seems to be doing different things, and you're flying between 2 cities. Scott's become a name nationally. What about you? Have you done anything so we can all hear about you here in New York?
Not a damn thing, man.
Not a thing. I do have a nationally syndicated show, and it's heard weekends around the country called On the Move. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
One thing I wanted to point out was that these guys are crazy and zany, but they're also real and sensitive people.
Is this a speech here?
Not really, but I've heard situations where a guy's got in trouble, one guy got his leg blown off, and Scott Shannon and the zoo went out of their way to have a radiothon to raise a whole lot of money to pay for some bills.
That's nice.
They're real people.
That's nice. That's nice. That is. A speech, but again. That's nice. We touched on it. Come on, no more endorsements. You're killing me with this.
All I was going to say is the day that we had the shuttle, the next morning, Scott stopped the show and let people just talk and say what they had to say, and that was about the most memorable show I ever remember.
You mean you guys have a conscience? I can't. Well, what about that mixing humor and real life? Excuse me.
Yes, I want to direct my question at Tom. You commute between 2 cities, and I'd like to know that if you ever get into an argument with management and they kind of get you down, do you continue on to that next show, or do you just say, you know, lay the floor and go on home?
You know, one of the best things about commuting like I do is that I never have time for meetings. And that's and life is, if you can just imagine whatever you do, whatever line of work you're in, if you can imagine doing your job without ever having to meet.
All right.
What do you mean, all the work?
Yeah, okay. I never meet.
It's time to say goodbye. Jay, we'll start with you to say goodbye and the way you sign off your own show.
That's it.
That's it? Abstain.
That's it. I'd like to ask Tom one question.
Come on, we're out of time. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from the
Do
QZ.
you sleep with a different woman in each town? How does your family work? You have like 4 kids in Dallas,
Washington.
4 in Chicago.
Shut up. Shut that mouth.
Folks, have a large one. Carolyn.
What's that mean?
I've got a plane to catch. Where's the airport?
Can I show a picture of my baby Kathleen on TV, please?
Services have been furnished to the Geraldo Show in exchange for these announcements. Hotel accommodations in New York City provided by the Omni Park Central in mid-Manhattan near Carnegie Hall, Central Park, and Broadway theaters. Call 800-THE-OMNI or 212-484-3300. Transportation provided for by New York's most prestigious limousine service, where the service performed is truly personal. Esquire Limousine Service.